Hey guys, 828 Fine Adventure. Like I said, this is part 2. This is the complete install video. So let's go ahead and go through it. If you buy these, you might want to watch through this and kind of see how I did things to make them very secure. Watch the video, see what I did. It's pretty easy. Once you get the first one done, you'll have the hang of it and it won't take very long at all. Great seat covers. So let's go do it. Now, one of the first steps you'll take before you put these seat covers on is preparing them for install. And you have to install these discs underneath each seat cover. There's 2 on each seat. So there's 2 on the driver's, 2 on the passenger, and then you have in the rear, it's the same. You have 4 more. But you have to put these on first. And these discs are what holds the seat cover in the crease of the seat where it folds. So if you watch this, how I do it, I had to kind of study the pictures to see how they did it. And once you figure it out, they go in real easy. This just takes a couple seconds to do. And but they are needed when you install the seat covers. It keeps them in place, keeps them from sliding around, because if they slid around, it'd be really unsafe. So, and you also need to install on the front driver and passenger 2 little metal hooks. These hook underneath the seat, and you want to make sure when you hook them under there's plenty of metal under the seats. You don't hook them to any wires because you don't want anything to get ripped. So, these go on. Like I said, really easy, but they are needed to keep your seat covers attached to the seat. You don't want them moving around. So when you get these installed, what I found is that, these seat covers are, they are on there. They're not going anywhere. Might be a little bit of a challenge to get them back off, but they are removable if you want to. And the seat covers come in this really nice bag. So, if you're not going to use the seat covers year-round, you're only going to use them during, say, hunting season, or when you're taking a bunch of kids in your car, you can store them in this really nice zippered bag. The directions the seat covers came with are really big, and, so you don't need to get a magnifying glass out to read them like a lot of this stuff. And they're in color, and they're easy to see. Now right here I'm installing a headrest cover. This is definitely easier to do if the headrest is on the seat. So if the headrest is still fixed on the seat, say the driver or the front passenger, it's so much easier to put that cover on the headrest. Just remember that. So here I'm looking at the seat cover for the front seat, and it doesn't seem to be a specific one for the driver or passenger. They're both the same. And, I was looking at it, I was like, does that have a side specific to the airbag or what? And it does not. So you can use either one. Now at the very top of the seat cover, there is a zipper that goes both ways, left and right, and that is to allow the headrest to be attached to the back of the seat. But it's really nice construction. These are very well made, no problems, and they're just really good quality. It's really nice. So this is what I meant by that it was so much easier to put the headrest cover on the headrest while it's attached to the seat. If you try to do it like in your lap or on the tailgate of the truck, it's going to be really hard to get that cover on. But it goes on really nice. This is the console cover. It has 3 elastic straps behind it, and it just slips over the top. I would say it's another one of the real easy parts of this. The elastic does get hung up on the hook underneath. You'll have to watch that. But other than that, it just slides right over. And, it'll protect it from, if you're working, out of the site and you're all sweaty and dirty and, you like to drive around with your arm on the console. This is definitely going to protect it. It's not super padded or anything, but it is thick and made really well. In my truck, I have a charger for my phone under there, so I probably will not use this. So to install the seat cover, I started with the passenger front seat, and it basically just slides over the top of it, and you just pull it down tight and snug as far as you can. And with the top unzipped, then you can install the headrest, which is really easy. And, you know, you can see how it goes on. It has elastic straps on the sides that I assume enables your airbag to deploy because it's not going to restrain it. Okay, now to install the front seat cover, you've slid it over the back of the seat, and then you have those two discs that are attached with elastic straps at the bottom. You shove those with your hand between the crease in the seat, you know, where it folds, and get those back there so they don't come out. And then in the front of the seat, you attach these two hooks. And those metal hooks you hook underneath to some metal under the seat. There's plenty of places to hook them. Just be careful not to hook them to any wires. Well, here it is. I got the passenger seat front complete. Let's move on to the back and let's do the passenger rear. Here is the seat cover before install. It's a pretty easy thing. Again, the back of it, you know, it's the back seat comes in two pieces. You have the bottom piece that goes all the way across, and you have the backs are separate. Okay, so here you have the back, and the piece right here you unbuckle. This goes around the headrest. It's pretty easy to do. I kind of fumbled with it a little bit, but once I figured it out, it was real easy. It's got really long elastic cords, but once you buckle it, it's really tight. And then that holds the back part of the seat cover to the seat. And then you get those discs and you push them through the crease in the seat. And you get those to go in there. And once they're in, you can start working on the bottom. The bottom piece on the passenger side is the 40 part of the 60-40, you know, split rear seat. And basically, it fits over, fits really tight, and then you have these straps that hold it on. So you will put it over the top, or should I say the bottom part of the seat, fold it up, and then you attach the straps. And watch how the straps are attached, because it has a loop on the outside, and you make sure that one of your straps goes through that loop before you buckle it. And this will hold it on really tight. And these buckles work great. I was pleased at the quality that these had. And it was just, you know, it was just easy to do. It was just, you know, everything was just made really well, and you know, I was surprised. These are very substantial seat covers. They will really protect your seats. And there you go. You know, you just put it in there. You make sure your seatbelts are, you know, sticking out where you can access them, and you know, they look really good. Now I'm going to do the driver's side rear, and this piece is the 60 part of the 60-40 split folding seat, and it comes with a section in the middle that actually covers your console. And I always have my console folded down, so I am not going to use that piece. I'm just going to leave my console folded down so my kid can use the drink holders. The other part of the back of the seat attaches the same way as the rear passenger. You know, I do the headrest first, and then, you know, and then you have the other piece with the that comes down the back, and you have those two discs that you have to shove through the crease of the seat. You know, it, like I said again, it's real easy. It kind of gets repetitive, but these are just real easy to do. After you do the first one, you know, you're going to go, oh, this is easy. I'm just going to do all that. So, you know, do them all the same. It's really, really quick. When you put the bottom down for this part of the seat, it straps underneath the exact same way, but you want to make sure that where it butts up against the other passenger seat on the 40 side, that it Velcros together. It has this real heavy-duty Velcro in the seam that you can't see. It'll be covered up, but that holds those two sections together. And that is so if you want to just fold up half your seat, you know, you can do that. You just use the, you know, detach the Velcro. But anyways, it's all really good quality. So, you know, but basically, that's it for the back seat. And then you got it. So I will not be using this piece since I always leave this down. The drink holder always remains down. So the console piece, it just slides right over. I cannot use the recharger, so I probably won't be using this piece, but that'll be okay. You know, for some of the vehicles that don't have that, you can just slide this over, especially if your piece is all worn out. Put another headrest piece on, but with mine, I have a first aid kit on the back of my headrest from Blue Ridge Overland Gear. So I am not going to use the headrest on the driver's seat, but I'll show you how it goes on. You just slide it right over the top. So you can see right here, it just goes right over the top. You just pull it down. Doing this with one hand, but there you go. Then you have your headrest. Now I won't be using this because I do have a first aid kit on the back. If this had that Velcro attachment piece on the back, I could use it, but maybe I'll sew it on. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of the driver's seat. Get that seat cover on. We're gonna pull the cover over it, put the headrest on. Then we're gonna move around to the front and do that same steps that we did before. We're gonna put the disc through the crease and make sure they're back there and secure, because they really hold the seat cover back into the seat. And then after that, we're gonna attach the hooks under it to the metal part of the seat, not any wires, so be careful not to do that. Yeah, these are great, they feel good. I mean, you know, you don't slide around on them. They have kind of a matte finish on the leather, keeps you from sliding around, but they look really good. Let's check these out. So here we are, folks, all finished. They're really nice and attach really securely so they don't move around. Like I said, these would be great. They would protect your seats from your dog. If you had, say, a German Shepherd and they have those big nails that would keep them from tearing up the seats. They fit really nice. They attach securely. They have a nice padded, like quilted pattern on it. They are a little padded underneath. I don't know if you saw that in my previous pictures. Both the front and the passenger seat will now have pockets behind them for storage. And they look good. They look good. They fit good. You know, they do fine. These are great, and they're removable. So, you know, if you don't want to have them the rest of the year, you only want to have them for I don't know, just to protect your seats while you're out in the woods or doing something, or on the job site for a couple of months. You know, these work great for that. Well, hey guys, I hope you like that complete install video. I did the best I could. Like I said, once you get the front seat, one of the seats done, it'll be really easy and you'll have it figured out. There's only a few things you have to do to get these attached. And, you know, just if you want to remove them, just take your time. Those discs that go in the crevice of the seat, you'll have to kind of use a little muscle to get those back. Don't cut them. Just take your time and you'll be able to get that disc out and then remove the seat. Just takes a few seconds. You know, these are good quality seat covers. Like I said, I'm probably only going to use these, you know, every now and then when I go fishing, metal detecting. You know, who knows? I might just leave them on because I don't want to take them out. But they're real good quality. So do your research. Check them out. I'll put a link under the video in the description. You can check those out. You know, there's a lot of people who make them. These are real good quality. Just, you know, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, you know, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. See ya.